The clock in his brother's room had stopped. Lee Jun-seo stood in the doorway and looked inside. A room that had not been opened in 10 years. A room his mother had kept locked. This morning she had held out the key. No words, just the key. He had taken it and stood in front of his brother's door. He opened it. A stale smell came out. Air that had been sealed for a long time. The window was shut. The curtains were drawn. The room was dark. He pulled the curtains open. March morning light came through. He could see the dust lifting into it. Dust on the desk. Dust on the blanket. Dust sitting on the clock hanging on the wall. The clock had stopped. 11:45. He knew that time. It was the time his brother Lee Jun-min had left the house. 10 years ago. His mother had told him later. That morning before his brother went out he had come from this room. It was 11:45, she said. She had never forgotten that time. His brother had not come back after that day. Lee Jun-seo was 30. His brother Lee Jun-min would have been 35 if he was alive. Jun-min had disappeared when Jun-seo was 20. It had been sudden. His brother had gone out that day as he always did. Without saying where, he just left, and he did not come back that evening. Their mother Han Ok-sun had locked the room after that. She had not removed anything. She had not changed anything. 10 years exactly as it was. This morning was the first time she had offered the key. He stepped inside. He looked over the desk. His brother's things were still there. 2 ballpoint pens, an old notebook, a folded piece of paper. He picked up the notebook and opened the first page. His brother's handwriting. Words packed closely together. Something like notes. No date. The content was not easy to read at a glance. He unfolded the piece of paper. It was a map, hand-drawn. Alleys and buildings marked in lines. In one corner a number was written. 3 digits. And below that a name. Choi Byung-soo. He did not know that name. He went to his mother's room. She was sitting in a chair by the window, looking out toward the alley. She knew he had come in but did not turn her head. He said, "Mother, do you know someone named Choi Byung-soo?" She was quiet for a moment. He said again, "There was a paper in my brother's room. That name was written on it." She turned her head slowly. Her eyes were different, an expression he had never seen on her face before. Something between fear and relief. She said, "How do you know that name?" He said it was on the desk in his room. She said, "Sit down." He sat across from her. She spoke slowly. "A week before Jun-min disappeared he told me that name. He said if anything happened to him I should go find that person. He said it was someone he knew. That he would help." He said, "Why? What was happening?" She said, "I do not know the details. Jun-min did not tell me everything. He just gave me that name." He asked, "Why did you not tell me for 10 years?" She said, "I was afraid. I was afraid you would go looking if you knew." He had no words. She said, "The reason I gave you the key today. I think the time has come. I felt I could not keep holding it alone any longer." They sat without speaking for a moment. Wind came through from the direction of the alley. A loudspeaker clicked on somewhere in the distance. He unfolded the map again. A hand-drawn layout showing a location 2 alley turns away. It was within this village. Not far. He said, "Would it be all right if I went to find him?" She looked out the window without answering for a long time. Then she said, "Be careful." He put on his coat. He put the map in his pocket. He put the notebook in his pocket too. He stepped out into the alley. March morning air was cold. Snow sat on the road where it had not finished melting. He followed the map. First turn. Second turn. Old houses one after another. Dry dead grass still sitting on top of the walls. He stopped in front of the building marked on the map. A low single-story structure, old and worn. The door was shut. No sign. One window was half open. There was a sound inside. Someone was there. He knocked. The sound inside stopped. A pause. Then footsteps. The door opened. An old man, close to 70, white hair, sharp eyes. At first his expression was guarded. He said, "Are you Choi Byung-soo?" The old man said, "Who are you?" He said, "I am Lee Jun-min's younger brother." The old man's face changed. The guard came down. Something else moved in to take its place. Something like grief. The old man said, "Come inside." The inside of the house was narrow and dark. One table, two chairs, old books on a shelf. The old man offered him a chair. They sat facing each other. The old man said, "Jun-min sent you." He said, "No. My brother disappeared 10 years ago. I found this map in his room today." The old man said, "I know that he disappeared." He said, "Do you know what happened to him?" The old man was quiet. He set his hands on the table and looked down at them. Old hands, thick at the knuckles. The old man said, "Jun-min was my apprentice. When I worked at the warehouse, Jun-min worked beside me. He was sharp, quick to notice things. But that was what caused the problem." He said, "What kind of problem?" The old man said something was happening at the warehouse. Every night, no documentation. Jun-min saw it, and he told me. I told him to pretend he had not seen it. Let it pass quietly. But Jun-min was not the kind of person who could do that. His eyes burned. The old man said he told someone above him. I could not stop him. I should have. 3 days after that, Jun-min was gone. He asked, "Do you know where he went?" The old man said, "I do not. Genuinely. There has been no word since. I worried about him for a long time and tried to find out. Nothing came of it." They sat without speaking. Then the old man said slowly, "Jun-min said something to me. He said if anything happened to him, his younger brother might come looking one day. He said please take care of him if he does." His throat closed. 10 years ago his brother had said that to this man. The old man said, "And there is one more thing. Jun-min left something with me." He went to the shelf and drew out an old envelope from between two books. He held it out. Jun Seo's name was written on the outside, in his brother's handwriting. He took the envelope. His hands were trembling. He opened it slowly. A photograph. Him and his brother as children, standing side by side, both of them smiling. And written on the back of the photograph in his brother's hand, 3 short lines. Jun Seo, I am all right. Do not worry. 3 lines only. But those 3 lines broke him open. The old man sat quietly. He said nothing. There was no need. He cried for a long time. Without sound. Only the tears. Then slowly he looked at the photograph again. 2 children, smiling with no idea of what was coming. Would you have stopped there holding that photograph? Or gone further to find where your brother had gone? He folded the photograph and put it in the pocket over his chest. He thanked the old man. The old man nodded. "Come anytime," he said. He walked home. His mother was still sitting in the chair by the window. She turned her head slowly when he came in. He took out the photograph without speaking. He held it out to her. She took it. She looked at it. 2 children. 2 children from a long time ago. Tears gathered in her eyes. They did not fall. They just sat there. After a long while she said, "He must be alive somewhere." He said, "I think so too." She said, "Then that is enough." Wind came through outside. The afternoon of March 9th. A small amount of sunlight was working its way into the gray alley. The snow on the dry wall was beginning to melt slowly. The clock in his brother's room would still be pointing to 11:45. No one had touched it. But that no longer felt wrong. There were times when it was right to leave a certain moment. Exactly where it was. Someone who was lost was not fully gone. They were simply not yet able to come back. And sometimes what held the distance together was a single photograph, without any explanation at all. If this story stayed with you, the next one begins here too.